Here we go. We are now ready for bout 10. Sefo versus Tanu. This is going to be a crazy bout, brought to you by Kingpin Mouthguards, the ultimate and customized dental mouthguards worn by many world champions, All Blacks, Olympians, Black Sticks, Tall Blacks, and many more. Find Kingpin on Facebook at Kingpin Mouthguards. If you want to protect your teeth, your mouth, gums, and those concussions, get a Kingpin mouthguard. You can vouch for that too, right, Kendall?
Yeah, totally. I believe in them. Anyone that has their mouthguard come out, it should be compulsory for them to have it fitted.
That's on 55 East Tamaki Road, opposite KFC in Papalii. Sefo in the red and Tanu in the blue. This is looking like an absolute banger. We might need a bit more lighting in the fight here as we call for it. Is that going to happen? It's okay. Nothing these boys won't be used to.
Mood lighting. They can see each other. If in doubt, throw a punch.
Yeah, just like we said, nothing these boys aren't used to. They're ready to go, ready to bang. In the 16 ounces, this is a corporate bout, 3 by 2 minute rounds.
Good jab, good movement.
Sefo with the no top on. Tanu with the grey. Both connecting, both meeting. These guys are not waiting too much to test each other's level of respect. They're just going for it and meeting each other head on head. Sefo looking very fidgety, looking very wiry, ready to go at any moment, looking like a firecracker.
Yeah, I think the corner said for him to wait for him to come from, so he's got a bit of movement going on, but he needs to make something happen instead of waiting for it to happen. They're probably respecting each other, settling into the first round. It's probably going to be a hit and miss for a few times. But as soon as something connects, I think it's going to be a bit of quality.
Quite a, we're looking at some of the fights earlier on, and they were a little bit more composed. These guys are on edge. It looks like anything can happen at any single time. They're looking to explode. Sefo throwing a massive leaping left hook.
I think the kitchen sink came along with that one. That was all for it.
Sefo's got the home crowd support.
Tanu's got
He's
a good
fidgeting
jab.
in and out. Bang, those overhand rights.
He's got a good jab and a good chin. Good evasive skills, but you can't just evade.
To finish the round. Definitely Sefo. He's the aggressor. He's angry. He's an animal, and he's looking like he just needs to get out there and finish this fight.
Yeah, man, he wants to throw, but he's got to connect cleanly with some of those big shots. But man, yeah, there were some big shots in there.
Based on what we've seen tonight, if Tanu wants to bring the fight forward and even wants to win the fight, he might need to be a little bit more aggressive and keep up with the pace of Sefo.
Yeah, Tanu's got to settle into his rhythm.
But as we were talking about earlier, you can start off hard and fast, and it's how you finish, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. That would be one of my sayings. It doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. And you do have to start as you mean to go on, but you've got to keep up that pace and keep up that momentum.
Sefo in the red with no top. Tanu in the blue corner with the singlet. A little bit less aggressive, but
good respect.
he just could be holding back to unleash the whopper.
Maybe time that uppercut.
Sefo coming in like a Wolverine. Left, right, left, right. He's just unloading. He's letting go.
But
What a combo.
will he have much left? This could just spur on Tanu.
He's a pocket
Maybe
rocker.
he's got to do the same though. If he doesn't do that, then he's going to lose the round. He needs to throw some leather.
As we've seen though, if you can take out those first two, and even if you lose in the last, you've won the fight. And he just rocked him again.
That was a
with
good
the crazy left.
overhand right, wasn't it?
Sorry, your overhand right. And some things just can't be taught, Kendall.
Yeah.
You come into a boxing gym, you've got all the finesse and that, but look at him in this ring. He's jumped in and he's absolutely an animal.
It's easy to say that Tanu should just settle back and work on a bit of quality, but hey, his quantity is working. He's winning the round when he gets in and throws punches and bunches.
How too can you settle down or even sit back when you've got a caged animal coming at you with the ferocity that Sefo is tonight?
Yeah. Sefo's making his mark, but Tanu needs to time a couple of shots. And
we often come up with nicknames on the night. He's a slugger, he's a psycho. What would you call the style of Sefo tonight?
oh, so far it seems like a pit bull. Like he's just being let off his leash, and he's just he's like a Tasmanian devil.
Good call. Look, we've come up with many
Some
names, so
respect.
anyone watching back home, please write these down. The Pitbull, the Tasmanian Devil, the Psycho, the Cyclone, call it what you want. But is the Cyclone starting to come to a bit of an end? He's showing a little bit less guster.
Well, if he's done enough in the round, as long as the judges see that he's done enough, but yeah, it could depend on the last round.
But he might have done enough,
You never
like
know
we've
what
talked about, to
Tanu's-
win those two.
Yeah. Oh, the ring girl's alternating for the first time. Not that I've noticed, but just.
I'll let you call that one, mate.
But
I'll
it's
let
just
you call that.
Just practicing my attention to detail. But back to the fighters. I'm sure they're being told what to do. Focus on the quality.
Look,
and
we're seeing no head slaps. We're just seeing a little quiet talk, focus, commanding instructions. I do love a little bit of animation. I love it when the cornerman gets in or the coach grabs the head, grabs the jaw, gives him a slap or two and says, do you want to win this mother effing fight or what do you want to do?
Yeah, like force that wake-up call. Everyone's involved. Everything's on the line, and you just got to leave it in the ring.
And it
So
seems like
Sefo's
Sefo doesn't even need any of that motivational, spiritual talk. He's in, he's ready to go, but is the pit bull, the caged animal, running out of steam? It doesn't look like it with some of those lunging loop forward punches. Beautiful uppercut there from Tanu.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to catch him with that. Well, there's a leaping right hand, but we'll see if that uppercut could catch him. That could make the difference. But he's got to connect. That's the thing. Probably try and stay in the middle of the ring. So Sefo's got some good foot movement.
You know, it's really, really hard to talk about composure and strategy in a fight that can be so wild as this. Sefo is just coming forward. You can't even talk about him cutting off the ring. He just lunges forward.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
was gonna say
maniac.
unpredictable, like unorthodox. He's an orthodox stance, but he's an unorthodox boxer.
It's almost like throwing a rugby ball to the ground and seeing which way it bounces, and you can't always predict that bounce, can you?
No, definitely not. And he's throwing those punches with
And sometimes this is the hardest thing for a really, really technical, structured boxer, to come against a wild man like Sefo.
yeah.
Because it can really throw things off, right? And as they say, styles make fights.
Yeah, he's backing up, but he's countering well and coming back. Like he's stepping back and then throwing 2 or 3 punches. Like Tanu might be moving forward and throwing 1 or 2, but Sefo is like backing up and then throwing 2 or 3. So in the judge's eyes, he could still be ahead in this round. and he's aggressively wanting to fight. He's
The 10-second clapping goes. Does Sefo need it? Yes, he does. That 10-second clapper is just like the Tasmanian Devil is going off the charts.
that could have just won him the fight.
Do we have a new name for Sefo? He is an absolute psycho. He finished that round beautifully, and what a way to finish.
Yeah, styles make fights, and they were some different heights, different styles, but there was still some good action.
As we've seen tonight, at times aggression can get you forward. Aggression and pure power and coming out like a caged animal
Yeah,
can
wanting
really
to box.
swing it your way.
Being in the ring and wanting to box, that's what the judges see. They wanna see who's there to box and fight, who's there to put on a show and do what needs to be done. You can't wait for something to happen. A lot of the time, you just got to make it happen.
Well, I think Sefo came here to fight, and he definitely made it happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of Papalii heavyweight boxing action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. We're by a split decision winner. The winner fighting out of the red corner!
Very good win, very good result for the, what do we call this guy tonight? The Tasmanian Devil, the Psycho, the Slugger Sefo. He took it home with an amazing performance. Take nothing away from Tanu though. He came out, he landed those counter-effective shots, but they just weren't enough in the end to swing it the way of Sefo.